Guys, in this video I've got a brand new radio that I want to show you, and although it's not dirt cheap, it is, well, it feels like a really high-end radio. The price in relation to what you get is fairly low, but I'm not going to say dirt cheap because you lot always give me grief when I say it. So I'm going to put a link to this down below so you can make up your own mind if you think it's cheap or not. Do you want to get rich quick? Then buy a lottery ticket and hope for the best. If you want to get rich for sure, you have to provide either a product or service of value. I've spent the past 10 years of my life trying many different ways of making money online. And by far, the quickest and easiest way that I have found is by selling on eBay. I make over $100,000 every single year by selling simple items like this. And I've helped hundreds of people make thousands of dollars every single month. So if you want more money so you can buy more toys, buy a nice house, or quit that dreaded 9 till 5, then click the link down below and I'll show you how. So this is a FlySky Noble NB4, and what we're going to do in this video, we're going to test it out on this car here. This is a Armour Outcast 4S, and this is the radio that they come with, and these are pretty awful. They've got a massive delay. It's a big lag there, so when you accelerate or when you steer, there's a delay and then it does it. So when you're trying to jump it and you're trying to steer it, it makes it very unpredictable and very difficult to drive. So the Armours used to come with these radios, and these ones, for a cheap radio, these ones are actually pretty good, but this, yeah, junk. I've already put the receiver into that car, and I did that live, and we did the unboxing too. So here's the box. I'm going to show you some of the bits that you get in a minute, but if you want to see the live installation, I'm going to put a link to my live stream channel down below. So back to the radio. I'm not going to bore you with all the technical jargon, but as I said, the link's down below, and you can click on there and you can see all the technical specifications and all that stuff. So this bottom part here, this is the battery. This comes off, that slides off. This is metal construction, this. So it really does feel like it's premium quality. This top piece here, this is all metal as well. I think this is plastic here. We've got more metal here, aluminium. And this part here, this actually rotates. So if you're left-handed, you flip that round, and now you can use it as left-handed, or you can flip it back round again like that and have it right-handed. Or you can have it anywhere in the middle. Some people might like to do it like this, or you can do it like this. You can do it pretty much wherever you find it comfortable. So looking at the screen, we've got a colour screen, and let's quickly show you what we have on there. So on the first page, we just get like the battery voltage. We got the model name there. We got the voltage and stuff like that. We've got more stuff going on here. I'm not fully 100% sure myself what it all does. Here we can see what all the throttle positions do, and the steering and other channels. So I think this is a 4-channel radio. Probably was called an NB4. 4 channels there, and then when we hit this button here, we have a load more settings. So this here is a colour screen. So I'm a beginner, guys. I picked this up and I did not read the instructions, and everything is pretty much self-explanatory. So here we've got the servo reverses. That's super easy. Just click on there to change it, and we can go back. Here we've got servo endpoint adjustment, and that's for all the 4 channels. Here we have sub-trims, steering, dual rate and exponential, if you're into all that sort of stuff. Throttle, dual rate and exponentials. So you can soften the throttle curves and all that crazy stuff. I never bother with any of that. We've got ABS, so you can set all this up, look. Sometimes if there's more options, you can scroll, so there's not any more there. Timer, probably if you want to race somebody. This is assign, so you can assign all these buttons. So this is where it gets pretty clever. So on the side here, look, we've got these little paddles here. It's almost like a mini Lamborghini. Look, we've got the old paddles there so you can shift the gears. So you can assign all these buttons here. There's more buttons here, there, another button there. And you can assign all these different channels to different switches. You've got more buttons here and trims and yeah, all that sort of stuff. And let's go back. Here we have the model memories. So this, I can't remember how many model memories there are. There's a lot. And we've got sensors. So this is probably some kind of telemetry stuff, I believe. I'm not fully sure. This is where you can bind the receivers. We've got servo frequency. And look, this is where we can scroll if there's more stuff. No idea what all this stuff means. But anyway, that's what that is. Then we have systems. So you can change the backlight. I've just turned it up now so you can see it better for you guys. Sound, vibration, LED, language, stick calibration, firmware update, factory reset, USB function. So you charge this up by USB cable. So not sure if the actual radio itself's got a USB thing or if you do it through there. Yeah, who knows. If I would have read the instructions, I would know. Then we got steering speed, and you can independently do the speed, how fast it gets there, and then also the speed coming back. So you could have it steering quick then, and when you let go, it goes back slowly. So you can do that. Steering mix, so standard and crawler, not really sure what that is. Throttle speed. Throttle midpoint is that? I don't know. Throttle neutral. Oh, so you can even adjust the deadband. So the deadband is, I think, the bit where it does nothing. You don't want it super sensitive, you see, because otherwise one tiny little touch is going to go or it's going to break. So you want a little bit of deadband, and you can see that in the middle there. Throttle curve. Then here we have idle up, and usually this is something that you would have on a model helicopter or something, where you can hit a switch and then it's going to go to a certain throttle position. So maybe you could use that on a crawler if you just want to give it like a couple of percent power just to crawl, and you can assign that to a switch. We have engine cut, which I suppose would be if you've got a petrol or a gas, BR mix, brake mix. Yep, alright, we got that. We've got more mixes, so you can mix all different channels together to do certain things. We have a boat mode. And display. So here you can just pretty much see what all the servos are doing. And I think that's pretty much it on this page here. But I'm not really an expert when it comes to all this technical stuff. So as I said, I'm going to put a link down below to all the technical stuff. I've probably told you a whole load of stuff wrong. And for me to be able to figure out how that works is pretty good going, but especially that I didn't use the instructions. So having a touch screen on there, it makes it really super easy, especially for like an idiot like me to figure out. Alright, so next let's have a look what we get in the box. So when you get this thing, it comes beautifully presented in this box like this. So hold on, I'm all one-handed. Radio sits in there, and the stuff that you get in the box is, this here is a charge cable. So that's where you can plug it into the bottom there to charge the battery, and the other end is a USB, so you can plug that into your computer or your laptop or an iPhone charger. A couple of bind plugs. We get another grip. So this goes on here, and I think, although I'm not sure, this may be a little bit thicker, so that it feels different in the hand. And another thing that's worth noting is that you can adjust the trigger here, look. I mean, if you look in there, I mean, the quality of this, guys, I hope it does it justice on camera, but this really is, it feels like a crazy high quality radio. So this here is a Sanwa M12S, and it's kind of the radio of choice for the guys that do racing because it's so fast. But looking at the quality, this feels like cheap junk, and this is like 4 times the price. I mean, I'm not saying this is better, I'm not saying that at all, but on a build quality standpoint and how it feels in the hand, I mean, this feels relatively cheap. This feels like it's really expensive, and you're going to be surprised when you have a look at the price of this. So back to what you get in the box. So it actually comes with 2 receivers. So it comes with a full range receiver here. This one's pretty big, and then it comes with a little smaller one. I've already installed it, but luckily I filmed it before I put it in, so I'm going to put that over the top of the video here so you can see it. So I've put the small receiver in there. Not sure how good the range is going to be with that one. This one, the range is obviously going to be a lot further. Let me get a little quick start guide too. And that's just enough to get you going. I've not even read through this, guys. I've literally just turned it on and used it. And there is an online guide, so you can go onto their website and it tells you all the instructions of how to use it properly. Not that you probably need them because it's so simple on this menu system anyway. Also, I changed the servo. The stock servo on these, they're very slow, and it made the steering horrible. So combined with the lag of the radio and a slow servo just made this thing really not that nice to drive at all. So I've put this servo in here. This is a JX servo. Super crazy fast, loads of torque as well. So I'm going to put a link to this servo down below too, and this guys really is cheap for a high quality servo. There's the servo there, look, metal geared, metal cased. The end cap here is plastic, but the rest of it's metal. Yeah, let's plug it in and then we can show you guys what it's all about. All right, so we're all powered up. Check this out, ready? That is some serious speed, and you can usually tell if a servo is really responsive. If you do this, look, you can see the wheels. That little bounce it's got inside the wheel here, it translates back to the tyres here, watch. So when it does that, that is an indication that the servo is super fast and super responsive. So let's put the body on and let's take it for a quick blast. Oh, and did I mention, it talks to you as well.
Welcome
Subscribe. Oh, here we go, first go. Oh guys, check that out. It's moving on carpet. Oh, fast as well. Oh, slipper clutch is slipping. That's not good. Let's give it a quick blast anyway. Oh, tumble, wumble. Guys, that response now. It's bang on, it's instant. Now it's easy to drive. This is what it should be like. Man, this thing's fast. Guys, massive improvement, like day and night. This is how it should be. I mean, the response now is instant, the steering works as it should, and this is how it should be. I mean, yes, you don't need to go out and spend this much on a radio, although this is an all singing and all dancing radio. It's got many model memories on there. I think 20 or 10 or 30 or 40, I don't know. Have a look on the link down below, it'll tell you on there. So all you got to do is buy receivers. You can put those receivers into every model that you've got, so you only need one controller then, and then all you got to do is buy a receiver every time you've got a different model. Then when you go out bashing, you got all your models all on the same radio. Now, if you don't want to spend this sort of money on this sort of radio, and as I said guys, price wise it's good for what you get, but this one here really is dirt cheap, and this has got super laser fast response, so you're going to get that same crispy feeling with this as you would with that. I mean, you've got no touch screen, you haven't got all the features of that. It's a fairly basic radio, but for a dirt cheap one, it's even got a gyro built into the receiver. You don't have to run it, you can run it on or you can run it off. But anyway, this video is not about that, but if you want to make your Armour more responsive and feel nicer to drive, definitely chuck in a better servo. So link to this servo down below. That is absolutely perfect for this so far. If it breaks later on, then I will share it with you, but so far it's been perfect. And A-Test Steve runs these servos actually in his Savage, and it's the only servo that he's actually had in there so far, because Steve always buys sort of cheap servos normally, and so far the JX is the only servo that's lasted for, I think, over a year now, I think. And he does give it some stick, and he's had no troubles yet with the JX. But anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, guys. Links to all the stuff down below. We're going to take this out to the skate park again soon, BMX track. We're going to air the thing out, and now I can actually enjoy the thing how it should be. I mean, before, with this piece of junk here, it was just no fun at all. It was just frustrating, and this hobby's got to be fun. So now, with the modifications, hopefully this should be, like, really be some fun. I mean, outside there in the parking lot, it was brilliant. On the skate park and BMX track, it should be even better, and I can't wait. So give us a thumbs up if you like the video, give us a thumbs down if you suck, subscribe, smash the bell button so notified, and check out some of these other videos, and I'll see you over there in a minute.